Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are back with Marvel Rivals, and we have a lot to break down in this video. We have so many skins that have been leaked, some in the beta, some we didn't even see coming, some to kind of continue with the Eternal Night team for season 1, which will probably be releasing when the Ting and Johnny Storm pop into the game. We have potential PvE, we have new game modes, and then Overwatch is reacting to Marvel Rivals, and they're dropping a teaser just in and around for when we get the Ting and the Human Torch. So a lot is going on in the hero shooter genre. But look guys, if you are new or a returning viewer, hit the like, hit the sub, get involved in the channel. It would just really help on this road to monetization. But let's get into it. So what we do know first of all is that we're getting Clintar. Basically what we're going to get is the Celestial Realms, which is going to be Domination, and the core, perhaps releasing with Captain Marvel. And we can see in here that the game files show Clintar, Captain Marvel. We also got hints at Emma Frost coming to the game, which we covered in the previous video. We don't know when, where, or how they are going to come into the game, what seasons they're going to drop. Does not mean that they're going to come in season 2 or even in the second half of season 1, but they are in the game files. And we also got a quick look at a potential new game mode. People have been saying this is a PvE mode. I don't really buy it. From when you read kind of some of the lines that are in the dialogue, it basically says, you know, you have to kind of stop the enemy team. Crystals are kind of, you know, flaring up, you got to capture them, and basically it's mode where you have to get crystals, move to objective. But there is a potential boss fight in this, so whether or not it's a boss that would at a certain point or just randomly come up out of the map and you'd have to fight that off, or it would attack both teams. Because look, the environment is obviously interactive, you can do certain things with the environment. I'm not too sure. We get a better look at it. It looks like a giant kraken, but that is over an XOX leak. You can check that out. It actually plays the video, but it just depends on how that will work. It does say a boss and the AoE attack and how that would work, so I'm not too sure. If you capture all the crystals and you unleash this boss, will it be on your side or the enemy team? I just don't really think it's PvE right now. I think Marvel Rivals is just too early in its cycle to introduce a PvE. People are loving ranked, they're loving the grind. Some people just haven't even played more than one character right now, and they're just really experimenting with the game. It is brand new and people are going on as if this game is out years, but it's not. Let's move on to the skins, and the first skin we're going to take a look at is obviously Black Widow. It's along the lines of what Wolverine looked like in Eternal Nightfalls. I perhaps think this might come in the second half of season 1 when Johnny Storm and the Ting drop as well. I'm not too sure when or where. Just from the look of it, it seems like it would work. And we also move on to the new Iron Man, which is the 1872 steam power. There is a video of this being used as well, and when you're using the chest beam, it's absolutely insane. The steam comes out of the back of Iron Man. An absolute unreal looking obviously skin for Iron Man, and I am super excited for that as well. I've been trying to work with him and use him as a character myself. I have been kind of seeing what I could do with him, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy. We also get Loki, President Loki, should I say. He was actually usable in the beta, so people who played the beta actually got a chance to try on this skin and use this skin while playing the game. So this isn't actually 100% new, but for the broader audience this will be new, and it's very relatable to the comics. If you are a comic book reader of Marvel, you'd know where that's coming from. We also take a look at Cloak and Dagger, which looks absolutely insane. I love this look. Basically this is called Twin Dancers, and it's just a great look for Cloak and Dagger. They were a little bit hit and miss when Marvel Rivals first came out, but now they're one of the core healers right now. Obviously their ult is so hard to kill them in that. They do so much damage, and with that positive and negative energy, healing and damage, it's absolutely such a great character to use. We also do have a look at Squirrel Girl. She is from the Punk universe, and we know we're going to get the Punk version of Spider-Man, so a lot of these have been leaked as well, depending on what season that will drop in. I don't know if these would drop at the end of season 1, but it's a great look. I do like the Punk style universe, and if you're into that kind of comic strip, take a look at it. But my fan favorite is Agent Venom. absolutely insane. I really thought Agent Venom was going to be a different character, but it's an actual skin for Venom, because Agent Venom in the comics is completely different to the traditional Venom. You know, he has guns, he's mobile, he's absolutely insane. It's a completely different character, but I'll take what I'm given. We get a look at the Scarlet Witch, and this is based off obviously WandaVision and the original comic look. It looks like it will be coming probably in season 2 and 3 with that X-Men release, but we don't know for sure. And then we do have the Hellfire Gala version of obviously Scarlet Witch, and as we all know, the Hellfire Gala is coming, and with new teams potentially comes that limited game mode as well. Maybe it's the game mode we just spoke about, we're not 100% sure. But then we do have the Japanese version of Spider-Man and Penny Parker. This has already been leaked by Marvel Rivals, and it's actually hinted at in the game. On one of the maps you can actually see it in the Web of Destiny as well, which looks pretty cool. Obviously we go into more MCU versions of Doctor Strange, one of the best looking costumes I've seen to date in Marvel Rivals, and I'll be out straight, it's so accurate to the movie. The hands coming out, the cape is animated, and you can actually see these costumes in action over on XOX Leaks. There's a lot of people who are taking a look at those as well. It's very animated and it looks absolutely sick, but they will not be in the battle pass. They'll potentially just be in the store, because that's what it seems to look like. The MCU skins are in the store. We move on to the Hulk, the punk version of the Hulk, and this Bruce Banner is an alternate version of Bruce Banner. I think he has a different name, but this looks absolutely savage. A completely different look to all the other Hulks that we had, and to see a complete opposite look to Bruce Banner. Obviously that nerd, this is more of a real punk style. And magic, I had to leave this one to the end because this just gives me Final Fantasy looks. It looks absolutely incredible. Not a big user of magic, but obviously in the comics he is a great hero, but this just gives me Final Fantasy looks. I'm not gonna lie, real kind of that Japanese anime kind of style. So if you're using magic, you're going to get a sick costume at some point in the Marvel Rivals history. But we are going to take a look at Overwatch. Yes, Overwatch are releasing a lot of information on their PvE mode. Let's get into it. It says, okay, by most accounts, Marvel Rival is now the king of hero shooters and they're on top of the mountain. But that doesn't mean Overwatch time has passed. Blizzard is teasing an Overwatch 2 Spotlight event on the February 12th that tells us about a groundbreaking set of changes for their variable FPS. Seriously, Blizzard keeps using the word basically groundbreaking. In a blog post titled "Groundbreaking PvP Gameplay Changes Coming," the devs say that in 2025 Overwatch 2 is going to be packed with groundbreaking changes to the PvP experience that will be unlike anything they've seen before. Such major changes, in fact, is going to take more than one blog or the developer to let people know what is coming. There's a lot going on, and it also says, while some players have been perhaps a bit too eager to dance on Overwatch's supposed grave, Overwatch 2 has certainly struggled to find its footing, leaving the door wide open for games like Marvel Rival to steal the spotlight. Recently, Blizzard have begun to experiment with things like returning to 6v6 action and a full-on Overwatch classic mode, and it seems the devs have more in mind as they work to recapture the hero shooter's best days. So obviously head on over, have a look at those articles that was on the Game Radar, and it's all over the place right now with Overwatch. They're really trying to pull back their player base from Marvel Rivals and just trying to compete, but this game, Marvel Rivals, has sparked something in Blizzard to do something with their game that they couldn't just sit on their hands and just be like, oh, the game's shit, who cares? You know, we're taking a look at Call of Duty doing the same thing. They need a competitor in the market that sparks fire underneath them to get the game back to its best ways. Hopefully they do. But look guys, that is all for me, and I'll catch you on the next one.